How's everybody doing? My name is Jeff, and I'm getting ready to go to the gym and work out. But I wanted to address a post that I made on YouTube regarding stand up, stand ups and things like that. And I was watching uh, um, Eddie Griffin, and Eddie Griffin was making some jokes pertaining to Shannon Sharpe. And he said something to the effect of Club Shay Shay, he gay and all that stuff. And, I don't care about that. But other comedians have made these jokes. And ever since the Cat Williams interview earlier this year, where, it's gotten millions of views and it's catapulted Shannon Sharpe's podcast into a stratosphere that no other podcast is in right now, people have been taking shots at Shannon Sharpe, which, that doesn't bother me. And I've been watching Eddie Griffin for a long time, since I was little. And I remember, early on in his career, he did the stand-up where he was talking about Michael Jackson, and he was kind of doing the dancing and all that stuff, and people were laughing, and that was funny. But there was something different about this stand-up routine that made it feel like it was malicious, and he was jumping on that Cat Williams bandwagon, trying to get clout and trying to go viral and trying to get recognition and trying to stay relevant, like what Mike Epps did and what Corey Holcomb has done. And that's what you do. That's what you do. I made the comment that I never would have thought I would see this from Eddie Griffin. And it got a lot of likes, and it got a lot of responses, and some of the responses were people that agreed, and some of the responses were people that disagreed. I'm okay. Whether you agree or disagree, I'm okay with that. I don't care. I'm gonna always say my stance, and I'm gonna stand on that. And the thing is, I stood on what I said. The problem with some of the responses are the responses themselves. You have people that say, well, you don't know Eddie Griffin then, and you must not have saw, he been doing this, and you must not have saw this movie or that movie, and he's been doing this for a long time. And I'm like, I was okay with some of the responses that asked me why not. That prompted more questions. I'm okay with that. And my response was, well, I've seen a lot of his interviews, and the person that I watch in the interviews is not somebody that I would think would do, would say some things like that. And people are like, well, that's a comedian. It doesn't matter if that's a comedian. Where were the jokes? Is what I was looking for. Where were the jokes? I didn't see no joke. It's one thing to make a joke, but since a lot of people make that same comment about Shannon, it doesn't sound like a joke. It sounds like an allegation. If he is gay, who cares? That's his business. It doesn't matter. And somebody got on trying to be funny. You taking up for him, and something to the effect of, you just want to see somebody in a dress. I'm like, that was never part of the conversation. I don't care about none of that stuff. What I am is somebody of integrity. And if you are somebody of integrity, then you don't clout chase to stay relevant, is what I'm getting at. Say what you want to say, be a comedian, be funny, and all those different things, but if it's somebody I've been watching for a long time and I just never saw them as that type of person, it's just I never saw them as that. And I would never think that. You got some people saying, some of y'all soft as fuck. If somebody makes an opinion and nobody is jumping on anybody's side and nobody is defending anybody, it was a statement. Some people are like, you're a damn lie. If I make a statement saying I would have never expected this from somebody, I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm not saying this is not their behavior. It's just not behavior that I'm used to seeing, especially somebody I've been watching for a long time. We have to do better with our responses. When somebody makes a comment, we have to do better with the way that we respond. And nobody's looking to argue. I can debate all day long, but what I'm not going to do is argue with ignorant people online. Say what you want to say and keep it moving, but I'm not about to argue my thoughts and my comments with ignorant people. You feel the way you feel. You want to say that's a comedian, that's what they do. It's just jokes and all that. I don't care. My statement was, I didn't see, I would never have thought that would be him. And I'm standing on that, and that's what it is. So I wanted to make that clarification, that the only reason why I said what I said was not because of me watching him do comedy or me watching him do movies. Films are scripted, even though some comedians are given the leeway to improvise. Films are scripted. So you're playing a character. That's not you. But if I see somebody in interviews and I see them speaking intelligently about how black men are tainted in this business, it's hard for them to go out and not be tainted in this business. I will never expect that. And that's all I'm saying. So that's all I got. Thank you.